Still messing about with this. I'm going to be on it for quite some time. It's just doing it around work. But since the last video, I've cleaned up the anti-roll bar and the brackets to bare metal, painted them up, painted up the steering rack, painted up the cross member and the column, because you know they're already done. They'll just be taped up when I come to paint it all and everything. I don't bother painting them with 2-pack. It's not worth it. So these 2 holes have gone. I've got a piece. These got to be dressed up yet, but I made these pieces myself and banged them in. It's been in the front end crash before because it's all rippled here. It's been pulled out. So I'm going to just, I mean, they'll be dressed yet, and the light skimmer fill will bring everything level and that, so you won't see any of that. So that hole's gone. This one was a bit more of a bastard to do. That hole's gone. Waiting to be dressed up. I started putting little pieces of wing rail on, just where it's missing for now. I knocked 2 big fucking holes through. We was looking for rust yesterday. We found 2 big fucking holes either side at the back there. If you look way worse than you are, I mean, that's all the way back to excuse me, it's all the way back to the good metal now, that, if you know, where it starts going solid, you can pound it with an hammer. So my next job, I'm just doing something now to show you. My next job is going to be to clean them up properly, cut them out properly, clean them up, and then make 2 big patches for either side. But they're quite easy because you've not got to make these silly fucking intricate shapes going around things and stuff. And I've just made this upstairs, the battery tray. I had a look at them, they're 50 quid. 50 quid, you've got to cut this one out, which means drilling the spot welds and pissing about and everything. You could just put, I was having a look at my other Capri before I done, and none of this is done as intricate as this or nothing. It's just, and it's painted and it looks, I'll go and show it you, but it's quite dark where it is and it's hard to get light in. But basically I lost loads of detail in it. I had to weld up all around here. I had to put reinforcing plates on the top here, so it lost loads of detail in. But when I painted it, it's like a bright green, like Kermit the Frog. When I painted it, what's the colour called? Modena green was a Mark 1 Escort colour. I painted it that colour, and it looks sweet. No one has ever, everyone that sees it comes up to it and goes, that looks mint and all that. No one has ever come up and gone, that's shocking, Chris. So that hasn't happened. So half of this tray is rotten, this end here. So I'm going to cut this out in a minute. I just had it in for a template, so we're going to lose this. We're going to lose this back ridge. These side ones, once cleaned up, are all right. So the tray is good to about there, I'd say. We could have made a little rectangle patch, fucked that off and slotted it in. I just made this upstairs, got loads of steel. It was £50 for a battery tray, but then it's the work you're going into doing it, and I'm not trying to do like a 280 Brooklands restoration. You've got to keep, like, that's how I've got so many cars, by keeping them on a lean budget. Sheets of steel, they're costing me fuck all. My old steel, big sheets round here from a steel place, it's like 40 quid for an 8x4 sheet. I've welded off the last 8x4, that's all I've got left for an 8x4 sheet. But off the last 8x4 sheet, I think I've welded up, this is the 3rd car now. So I'd just rather try and make my own stuff. If it's just going to be a bag of shit with an engine in it sort of thing, and it's nothing special, there's no point using the proper panels. But when I'm talking the proper panels, I've got this rear valance on order, this rear wheel arch on order, the end that goes in the sill, the inner sill and the outer sill all for this side to start work on here. But I think I'm going to have to, they do a spring shackle reinforcer. I think I'll get away with putting one of them in instead of, I've not got to undo the full spring shackle, it's okay, but like this enforcer, it like welds over the top of it, so I'll put one of them on either side and that should be good. Bottom of the door, like a mouse's ear here, I'll just make a piece and stitch that in, same with at the front, so I'm not bothered. And then there is welding the other side, but this is by far the way. Underneath ain't that actually that bad. What happened was I used it 2 winters on the bounce, and I was out in the snow when the gritters was out in -2 and stuff, colder, and I was doing fucking donuts and drifting and that like a dickhead, wasn't I? You know, middle-aged man being a dickhead. And that is where all the grit and snow sat and just rotted through it. That's what that is. It was solid at one point in my ownership. Anyway, waffling. I'm always waffling. I've made this. So we're going to lose half the tray and I'll stitch it in to the rest of the tray. And the sides are going to stay on. And this lip's going to be gone at the bottom. So we're going to get rid of that. So just to show you, I had to bash it in with a hammer in a minute. All I used here was my dad years ago made, out of angle iron, he made his own folder. So I've just folded the end to make the lip, and then I've just put that in, I've drilled an hole in it where it needs to be for the drain, and then the bead roller. Now that's a step, not a bead, but I just used a bead. I mean, it's reinforced, got a triangle, and that just slots in there. It does go in quite nice. Hang on a second. It's such a good fit, it needs tapping in with an hammer. When I'm filming, it won't go in, but before it flew in. Lovely. Just have a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Doubt there's any ladies watching. There you go. So, yeah, it'll be stitched in, you won't see it. All the shit will be cut out from underneath it. And then obviously, once it's primed and all painted and that, you're going to really struggle to tell that I put that piece in there. So that's it. That's where I am. 2 holes at the front filled in. 2 small ones on the headlight bowls. Done in there. Headlight bowls painted inside. 2 more areas of rust found. And there should just be enough on that sheet to plate them up and we're done. Need another sheet. Or 12 because we've got that many rock boxes. And then under here, it's pretty much done. I've got some shit to do to this wing and bits and pieces. Rub it all down again. Dress everything up, hide everything, paint it. It's going to have a 2-pack direct gloss on it, black. I might put a little bit of a fleck in it. That's a little bit of a metallic flake. And the engine I've got's lovely. It's nice and healthy Pinto with a cam. Chuck that in. And it should drive again under its own steam. And then just carry on with the exterior of the shell and that bad welding and all that I'm showing you. And then should have a Capri back on the road again. I'll show you my other Capri, but I've got 30 seconds of memory left, so I'm going to go. So have a great weekend. This is Rockbox Driver signing out. See you later.